Did you know that if American housewives were paid for all the work they do, their annual income would surpass the GDP of Switzerland? A startling fact, isn't it? Yet it's true. The contribution of these unsung heroes to the world economy is staggering, often overlooked and grossly underappreciated. Imagine for a moment a world where every meal cooked, every diaper changed, every floor swept, and every tear wiped is accounted for. A world where every nurturing touch and comforting word is valued in terms of dollars. That world, my friends, is not a fantasy, but a reality obscured by the veil of societal norms. Here's a thought to ponder. The unpaid work done by American housewives is estimated to be worth a whopping $7 trillion annually. To put it in perspective, that's more than the GDP of Japan, the third largest economy in the world. We often measure the economy in terms of visible work, the kind that generates immediate income. However, the labor done within the confines of a home, the labor that nurtures future generations and maintains the fabric of our society, often goes unnoticed. American housewives are the backbone of not just their families, but also the economy. Their work, although unpaid, fuels the engine of our society and shapes our future. They are the silent architects building and nurturing, often at the expense of their own dreams and aspirations. The world economy is like a giant jigsaw puzzle, and American housewives are an integral piece of it. Their tireless efforts keep the wheels of the world economy turning, day in and day out. They are the teachers, the nurses, the chefs, the chauffeurs, the caregivers, and so much more, all rolled into one. They juggle multiple roles and responsibilities, making countless sacrifices, all without any monetary compensation. Yes, you heard it right. The contribution of American housewives is colossal and shockingly underappreciated. But as we delve deeper into this topic, we will uncover the true magnitude of their impact and the power of their unseen labor. The daily chores that seem mundane and trivial, when quantified, reveal an astonishing figure. Each day, millions of American housewives rise and shine to a plethora of tasks that shape the backbone of our society. These tasks, often overlooked, are the invisible gears that keep the clockwork of our daily lives running smoothly. Let's delve into the life of an average housewife. She starts her day by preparing breakfast for the family. This isn't just cooking. It's meal planning, grocery shopping, and nutrition management. She's a chef, a dietitian, a grocery manager, all rolled into one. Next, she steps into the shoes of a professional cleaner, tidying up the house, doing the laundry, and ensuring a safe and clean environment for her family. She doesn't stop there. She doubles as a personal assistant, managing finances, paying bills, organizing schedules, and ensuring everything runs like clockwork. But her role doesn't end with the physical tasks. She is also a full-time caregiver, providing physical and emotional care for the children and often the elderly in the family. She's a nurse, a counselor, a teacher, a best friend, and a comforting shoulder to lean on. She's the glue that binds the family together. Now imagine if all these tasks were to be outsourced. Hiring a chef, a cleaner, a personal assistant, a nurse, a counselor. Each of these roles comes with a significant cost. According to a study, the value of these tasks, if outsourced, would amount to an average annual salary of $65,000 per year. Multiply that by the number of housewives in America, and you get a staggering figure that contributes to the economy in a silent yet significant way. But here's the catch. This massive contribution goes unrecognized because it doesn't come with a paycheck. It's an invisible workforce, hidden in plain sight, running the engine of our society, our economy. Each of these tasks, if outsourced, comes with a price tag that goes unnoticed when performed by a housewife. The invisible workforce of America's housewives is an economic powerhouse, often underestimated and overlooked. But its impact, its value, is truly immeasurable. So, what will happen if one day all the housewives decide to stop working? Imagine this scenario. It's a regular Tuesday morning, but instead of the usual hum of domestic duties, there's an eerie silence. Your favorite shirt isn't ironed, breakfast isn't ready, and the house is a mess. This is just a glimpse of what would happen on an individual level. Now, let's scale this up to the national level. Suddenly, the demand for services like laundry, cooking, and cleaning shoots up overnight. This sudden surge would create a supply-demand imbalance, leading to an increase in prices. The cost of living would skyrocket, creating a strain on the average family's budget, but it doesn't stop there. Think about the additional workforce required to meet this sudden surge in demand. Businesses would scramble to hire more staff, leading to an increase in wages. This wage inflation would further drive up the cost of services. Moreover, the sudden influx of jobs might not be met with enough skilled workers, leading to a potential decline in service quality. Now let's take a step back and consider the ripple effects on related industries. With more people eating out due to a lack of home-cooked meals, the restaurant industry would boom. But with the increase in demand, the cost of raw materials might rise, affecting the food sector at large. And what about the childcare sector? With parents now bearing the entire responsibility of caring for their children, the demand for childcare services would surge. This could lead to a shortage of childcare facilities, increasing the cost of childcare and adding another financial burden on families. In a nutshell, the economic chaos that would ensue if housewives stopped doing their tasks would be unprecedented. The domino effect would touch every corner of our lives, from our personal budgets to the nation's economy. The world as we know it would drastically change, and not for the better. The world would come to a standstill, wouldn't it? Now, imagine the collective power of all these housewives, a power that remains unseen and unrecognized. Let's take a moment to ponder over a picture that's larger than life, a picture drawn by the invisible hands of millions of housewives who, without any formal recognition, contribute significantly to the economy. Think about it. Every meal cooked, every child tutored, every house cleaned, every elderly cared for, every hour spent on these tasks is an hour that someone else doesn't need to pay for. This is the power of the unseen. But the work of housewives doesn't just save money. It also enables others to work. You see, by taking care of household chores and child rearing, housewives free up time for their partners. This allows their partners to devote more time to their jobs, leading to increased productivity. And increased productivity, as we all know, drives economic growth. But that's not all. Housewives also contribute to the economy as consumers. Every time they go grocery shopping, every time they buy clothes for the family, every time they invest in home improvement, they're contributing to the demand side of the economy. And let's not forget about the role they play in fostering future generations. By providing early education and instilling good values in their children, housewives are shaping the future workforce. The contribution of these future workers to the economy will be, in part, a testimony to the hard work of housewives today. So you see, the work of a housewife, while seemingly insignificant on its own, when taken collectively, amounts to an enormous economic contribution. And yet, it goes largely unnoticed and unappreciated. But today, we're shedding light on this unseen power. Today, we're acknowledging the silent yet significant contribution of housewives to our economy. Today, we're recognizing them as the unsung heroes of our economic story. They are the silent gears that keep the economic machine running smoothly. In today's world, where the economy is more uncertain than ever, what role do housewives play? We find ourselves standing upon the precipice of a new era, an era where economic stability has become a tightrope walk. The American and global economies have been rocked by a series of unforeseen events, causing ripples of uncertainty that are felt in every corner of the globe. From the Wall Street offices to the suburban homes, no one is immune. In these tumultuous times, the silent warriors, the housewives, have been shouldering a significant burden. They form the backbone of our society, their roles more intertwined with the economy than you might imagine. Let's take a moment to consider the sheer volume of unpaid work that housewives contribute to our economy. From childcare to elder care, from cooking to cleaning, their tasks are endless. Their labor, though often unseen, is comparable to a full-time job. Yet it's not accounted for in our economic models. Imagine if we were to monetize the work of housewives. The numbers would be staggering, their contribution to the economy enormous. This is not just about dollars and cents. It's about the value they add to our society, the stability they provide to our homes, and indirectly to our economies. In the current state of economic uncertainty, housewives have become the unsung heroes, their role more critical than ever. Their unacknowledged work keeps our society functioning smoothly, helping to cushion the blows of economic turbulence. So, as we navigate these choppy economic waters, let's remember the role of housewives. They are not just wives, mothers, or homemakers. They are silent workers, contributing to our economy in ways that often go unnoticed. Their role is as crucial as that of any banker or broker when it comes to keeping our economy afloat. In these trying times, the role of housewives is more crucial than ever. Let us not forget their contribution. For they are not just the heart of the home, they are the heart of our economy. So, what does the future hold for our silent warriors, the housewives? In a world that is ever evolving, we must ask ourselves, what possibilities lie on the horizon for these unsung heroines of our society? As we move forward, we're starting to see a shift in the way we perceive and value the work of housewives. It's becoming increasingly clear that their contributions go beyond the confines of their homes. Imagine a world where the dedication and hard work of housewives are recognized and compensated. A world where their invaluable contribution to the economy is no longer invisible. This isn't just a dream, it's a very real possibility that we're inching closer to every day. Consider the potential economic implications of such changes. The acknowledgement of housewives' work could lead to an unprecedented shift in our economic structure. If we factor in the value of their work, we could see a significant increase in our economic indicators. Imagine the effect on the gross domestic product if we were to account for the housewives' contribution. It would be like discovering a hidden gold mine that has been right under our noses all along. This could lead to a more accurate representation of our economic health and a fairer distribution of resources. But it's not just about numbers and economy, it's about social change, about empowering these women and acknowledging their worth. It's about shifting societal norms and breaking down antiquated stereotypes. The future could see a redefinition of what constitutes work and who gets recognized for it. Housewives could receive the respect and recognition they've always deserved. It could lead to a more equitable society where everyone's contributions are valued, regardless of whether they happen within an office or a home. The future might just be the era of the housewife, the era where their work is finally recognized and valued. It's an era we should all strive for, as it promises to bring about a more fair and balanced society. The future might just be the era of the housewife, the era where their work is finally recognized and valued. In conclusion, the role of American housewives in the global economy is nothing short of extraordinary. These women, day in and day out, participate in a silent workforce, their contributions often overlooked and undervalued. Yet they are the catalysts, the engines, driving a significant part of our economic machinery. They are the unsung heroes, their invisible labor often cloaked under the guise of domesticity. Yet it's this very labor that has a profound impact on our world's economy. From the care they provide to their families, to the goods they purchase, to the businesses they run from their homes, their actions are felt across the globe. Today, as we look at the state of America's economy, the role of these housewives is more critical than ever. Their work, their contributions are not just personal, they're pivotal. The next time you see a housewife, remember, you're looking at an unsung hero of the global economy.